Today is a release and a review. So it should be really nice. It should feel really good. And you're gonna need, sorry, I'm a little distracted today. You're going to need your ball and a chair, right? And your support surface. I know I did not put that on the list initially. So have your support surface ready. If you're like, I don't have any of those things, you guys have alternate stretches you can do without the ball. You know how to modify without a chair for this particular stretch, and you can do it without the foam blocks. So not to worry, right? That's the whole thing about this, is not letting the barriers of those little barriers kind of get in the way of just moving your body, doing something that feels good for you. Okay, cool. Let's get started. We're going to start with a hip flexor ball release. I like to start with that one because it always, well, it feels nice for me, not always for everybody. I'm going to start. We're going to get down on our front here. You're going to kick out your right leg to the side, grab that ball, put it in the front of your left hip, and we're rolling it out. Rolling it out. Deep breath in. Find any tight spots. I know I tend to just roll and kind of go through the motion. See if you can find a tight spot and then just like focus in on it. Take a deep breath and relax. Melt down around that ball. Good job. Now come on up and switch to the other side. A little stretch. After this, we're going to do an all fours brace blink rocket. But we're going to get a good little release in here first. I think for me today, the thing I've been thinking about is that idea of imperfection, right? Things are not always going to be perfect. Things are not always going to work out exactly the way we want them. I know for me, making this program for you guys, that's always something that's so hard for me to deal with. Come on up onto all fours. Hands on the ground, knees on the ground, and we're practicing our brace blink rocket, okay? So inhale, relax, kind of sit back into your hips a little bit, just a little bit. Inhale, relax, and breathe into that perineum, breathe into that vagina, relax it down. Exhale, brace that belly button up towards your spine, blink your pee hole, and rocket it up to the top. As you rock it, try to stretch that spine, turtle your head out. Inhale, relax. Exhale, brace, blink, rock it all the way to the top of your head. Inhale, relax. Exhale, brace, blink, rock it. Good. All right, we are doing a McGill crunch next. So you're going to grab your support surface. We're doing our one with the support surface. So you're going to come down onto your support surface, mid back, bend those both knees, hands supporting your head, slight back bend over the support surface. Inhale, relax. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Rocket all the way up to the top of your head, and you're reaching your face up to the sky. Inhale, relax. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. It's almost like you're trying to close that gap between your ribs and the top of your pelvic bone, if that makes sense. You're trying to draw those together. One last one. Inhale. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Nice and tall, nice and tall. Stretch that neck. Good. Now grab your ball and you're going to put that underneath the last rib. And we're going to do on your right side, and we're going to do a QL release here. All right. So find that tight spot. Roll it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Find a tight spot. Melt down around it like hot sand. Pouring down over the ball. We're going to do another one of those McGill crunches. All right, so roll onto your side. Put the ball off to the side here. Grab your support surface. Put it back in your mid-back area. Support that head. Keep your face shining forward as if you were standing up and looking forward. Inhale, relax everything. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket, extend that spine out to come up, out to come up. The extension of your spine is the important thing. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Inhale down. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket, 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 rocket. I know this one's kind of tricky and very subtle and weird. You're saying we're not crunching, but we're crunching. The important thing is we're focusing on extending our spine while we're closing this gap between our pelvic bone and our ribs. Okay? Okay, now, other side, QL release. Grab that ball, put it on the left side. We're rolling it out. Deep breath. Roll out that spine, or not the spine. Don't roll out your spine. Roll out that QL. Find those tight spots and just sit there. See if you can just sit there. I think that's really hard for me to just stay in one spot and like feel that tightness and just sit in it. That is so hard for me sometimes. And I think, I mean, that goes to say for other things too, right? You feel discomfort. It's really hard to just stay there sometimes. All right. Here we go. We are doing dead bugs next. So you're going to grab your support surface as you're on your back, and you're going to put it under your tailbone. Bring those legs up to 90 degrees. And I don't know, did we do these? Maybe we didn't do these. Inhale, relax. You're in 90 degrees. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. You are going to straighten one leg. You are not going to bring it all the way down yet. We are just straightening and using that brace, blink, rocket all the way up to the top of our heads. And then we're inhaling, bringing it back. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket, straighten that leg. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Keep those ribs down. Keep that gap between your ribs and your pubic bone. You're bringing them close together. You imagine that rocket kind of bringing them close together. Good. Okay. We're doing an inner leg stretch next. Okay. So set that down, roll up. Bring that right leg out straight. Hands in front of you on the ground, and we're just rocking forward and backward. Take a deep breath in, relax the pelvic floor. That was a new one. I remember I had that one on our list of things to do this week, and I don't think I ended up using it. So much for a review, huh? It's all right. Rock forward and back. Again, I work really hard to feel like, I'm a kind of a recovering perfectionist, and sometimes things don't work out. especially when we're doing so many things at once. Good. Okay, come up into a V plank. We're doing our V plank, brace, blink, rocket. All right, just hands on the ground, tailbone up to the sky, bend those knees, push away from the mat. Inhale, relax, exhale, brace, blink, rocket. I like to imagine, I know I said this on one of the comments, I like to imagine there's energy coming up from the ground, twisting around my arms, almost like a spiral, all the way up, but going outward, all the way up into my shoulders. Inhale, relax. Exhale, brace, blink, rockets. You are actively pushing away, but you're using those shoulder blades to help you. Shoulder blades are going down your back, or in this case, up your back, right? Toward your tailbone as you're brace, blink, rocketing. Now gently come down. Our next one is going to be at the other side of our inner leg. The other leg, left leg out to the side. And we're rocking back and forth. See if you can slow down a little bit. Take a deep breath in as you come back into your hips. Relax that pelvic floor as you stretch. Deep breaths in. Lengthen that spine. We're going to do V plank to plank next. So I want you to try visualizing that energy spiraling up your arms. Because I think a lot of us, yes, our shoulders get fatigued and they're going to feel tired. But I think sometimes we tend to kind of sink into our shoulders a little bit and stop using the strength that we have there. All right, so get into that V plank position. Imagine that energy spiraling up your arms all the way up to your shoulder blades. Inhale, relax, exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Use that rocket to pull you into a plank position. Remember that energy coming up from the ground, pushing away from the mat. Keep a slight bend in those elbows. Inhale, come back into that V plank. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. You got this. You are so powerful. Inhale, come back. We're going with the breath here. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket all the way into that plank. Good. Now come down. We're doing a piriformis stretch. So you need your chair. You're going to sit down. You're going to cross your left leg over your left ankle over your right knee. Take a nice deep breath, nice tall spine, no rounding. And then hinge forward from the hips. I think, anyway, in terms of that imperfection, I think so many times it has kind of prevented me from moving forward on things, and knowing when to kind of recognize that and see it as something that's kind of hindering forward movement. It's so hard and so uncomfortable for me. Go ahead and switch. No, don't switch. Come down. Come back down into a forearm plank. All fours position here. And then you're going to come up into a plank. Exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Nice and long spine. Brace, blink, rocket, rocket, rocket. Turtle that head out. Inhale, relax. You can let that belly button drop a little. Exhale, brace, belly button, blink the pee hole. Rocket, rocket, rocket. We got this. Inhale, exhale, brace, blink, rocket. Remember, if you need to rest for just a second, come up into a V plank. It's a little awkward, but you can do it. And then on your next exhale, brace, blink, rocket, come back into that plank. Brace, blink, Rock it. Good. Come down. Awesome job. We're going to switch into a piriformis. Stretch back onto your chair. Left leg over right knee. Last thing. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge forward. Relax into the stretch. See if you can relax into it. If you find yourself tensing up, back off a little bit. Nice and tall. Deep breath in. I think sometimes I want to dive into things, make sure they're perfect so that I don't have to deal with the discomfort of it not working out the way I want it to. But knowing that, those periods of discomfort can really be like can be a learning experience, right? And that can be hard. Anyway, just some inner thoughts for today to give you guys to think about. I hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means we have our workshop at 7 o'clock. We are going to be talking about our glutes, which means we're going to be getting into some more exercises. We're going to be moving a little bit faster. We're going to be getting into more challenging movements. And we're going to be adding those glutes onto everything else we've learned, which will be a lot. It should be fun. I want it to be fun for you guys. Sometimes it's not. It's okay. We're moving our bodies. We're getting the movement in, and we are learning about our bodies. All right. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.